Hey everybody. Just want to do my take on the Agent Smith army that the Matrix employs to keep those of us that are waking up to the scam that is the Matrix, that is the globe Earth, that is the limitation, that is the control mechanism to keep people enslaved into thinking they're on a little tiny space pebble that is able to hold air and water on the outside of its surface while it's spinning, hurtling. Um, so in the Matrix, what was Agent Smith? Agent Smith was preventing people from waking up. What would Agent Smith do? If someone woke up, Agent Smith would come for you. If you tried to wake others up by giving them new information, by telling them their perceived reality was indeed false, here comes Agent Smith. If you tried telling someone that wasn't awake, here comes Agent Smith. Agent Smith, despite the Matrix being this huge construct that was seemingly infallible, Agent Smith, the antivirus, program, would be engaged right away and either try and convince you to go back to sleep by telling you your thoughts are wrong, or if you made it through the process of waking completely up, would try to terminate the subject. The entire Matrix movie was about people waking up to the fact that they're in a prison, okay? A prison that they couldn't see the bars, much like on a globe. On a globe, you are in a prison. You can't get off the island. There's nowhere to go. Bill Nye said, there's nowhere to go. You can't go anywhere. Okay, the Matrix is a prison for your mind because it's nowhere for anybody to live on a prison, tiny little ball. The best way to hide land, and anything is to make sure no one knows about it. So it's very easy, and if you're not like a complete child and living in fantasy Santa Claus land, you're able to kind of connect the dots. And you could see Agent Smiths everywhere. They only watch TV. They wear sunglasses even when the sun isn't out. Okay, people walk around looking like this Agent Smith character. Okay, and of course, notice this character here. He's waking up. He doesn't have sunglasses on. There's no sunglasses in the office there, Agent Smith. He's got his suit and tie. He has to look super serious. He looks like a robot. He looks very robotic. And he's trying to destroy this person's free will and convince him otherwise of what his natural born senses tell him. So, and the problem with Agent Smith, he can't just kill everybody. Agent Smith needs people, regardless of how he despises the cattle, right? I mean, look at Agent Smith, say he's a farmer and he's been farming cattle his entire life. He's so sick of raising these cows because no matter what they do, all the cow wants to do is chew grass, enjoy the sun, and enjoy being alive. Agent Smith can't stand that. Okay, and then sometimes the cattle, they wake up. They see the fence. They see beyond the fence. They can imagine a world where they're being screwed in some way and they feel it. Okay? That's what flat earth is. That's what flat earth is. Um, People waking up to the fact that they're being lied to. They don't want to walk around being in control or under the control of Agent Smith. The Matrix, the entire movie was about an invisible prison for your mind. How would they do that? Gee, I don't know. Telling you that everything you see, feel, and touch is completely the opposite of what your body is telling you, what your senses are telling you. Agent Smith doesn't know he's Agent Smith. Agent Smith is just defending a construct that he's dependent on. If the Matrix doesn't exist, Agent Smith doesn't exist. If everyone wakes up and tears down their wall, Agent Smith doesn't exist. So do you think the Agent Smiths of the world, do you think the Globers, the hardcore adult Santa Claus believers that have doubled down and believe that flying in a plane proves you live on a spinning ball and floating in nothing? Spinning 1,000 miles an hour for on an axis in nothing, and there's nothing solid for this axis to stick to. You have to have a base in order to be on an axis, okay, an angular axis. You have to be attached to something. The globe models are attached to a base. You know, you've never seen a globe in a classroom other than it's held by a string, which is being held by a base. You can't recreate the globe model anywhere other than in your imagination. And it takes a lot of like giving your thoughts and senses away to the authority, to the Matrix. Okay, and then going, well, that's what the Matrix told me, so I have to defend the Matrix. Because if I don't defend the Matrix, then I lose. Okay, and then I'm wrong. People can't admit they're wrong. They can't do it. They can't admit they're wrong because somehow that makes them a victim. Like, this is a perfect example of flat earther and globe. Agent Smith defender. The flat earther's like, I don't need sunglasses. We're inside, you dummy. And Agent Smith is a suit and tie 24/7. Sunglasses. Like, bro, we get it. You're evil. Okay? We get it. You're full of hate. You know, Agent Smith, oh, I hate humanity. Motherfucker, you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for humanity. Okay? You selfish bastard. And what? Because you don't want to, you know, I get it. You don't want competition. I would want the competition to stay asleep too. I don't want everybody knowing where I have land. I don't want my competition knowing where I have land and resources. Of course I'm going to hide it from my competition. Okay? Why would I, you know, a selfish person, why would they want to share that? Why would a selfish person want to share their kingdom if they don't have to? If I found new land, why would I tell everybody about it? Because then I got to fight. I got to create an army. I got to create defense resources. I got to build bridges. I got to build walls. I got to build an army because someone's going to try and take my land. Or maybe I can just trick people into believing that there's no more land to discover. So these are my opinions. Um, just because you name call and talk about how dumb I am, like What is that gonna do? Like change my way and make me go back to the Matrix? Is that some like Agent Smith? Like you completely debunk their claim that flying in a plane proves you live on a globe because you can throw a ball and walk around on an enclosed plane and that how somehow proves the ball. Like if that's all the proof you need, that's your problem. That's not my problem. And I'm not sold on that. I'm not sold. If you're an easy sell, if you're buying everything the TV tells you, if you're buying everything the authorities tell you, 99% of people went to public, state enforced education centers where your parents would get into legal trouble if they didn't force your ass to go to these indoctrination centers. It was either that or jail. They got a gun to your head. Of course, you're gonna do what they say. Agent Smith. Okay, Agent Smith's got a gun to your head. Most people are gonna do what they say. It takes a tough, strong, thinking person to say no. I trust me more than I trust anybody else. And my authority isn't some humanity hating dude that wears sunglasses 24/7. I'd rather live on the land eating bugs and oatmeal and knowing that the world isn't a spinning pebble in a sea of nothingness where somehow there's enough gas, just floating around in space to where it collapses on itself. The gas decides to start spinning in a ball and form a star, you know, and just burn forever. Like the globe is so hilariously ridiculous. You have to believe in Santa Claus. You have to believe in the guy in the big red suit who holds dominion over this realm. You're waiting around and basing your actions because the Lord Santa, hey, if Lord Santa says, this, I got to do this. I don't want to get coal in my stocking. I better believe in the globe because I don't want Agent Smith telling me my thoughts are wrong and that I'm a dummy. I mean, if you want to believe that because you can fly in a plane in the air in an enclosed uh, system, that you live on a spinning ball that isn't enclosed, though everything points to a stationary enclosed system, like a terrarium. That's on you. You want to live in that fantasy land? You want to live in Harry Potter land? I think Harry Potter is more realistic than the globe, okay? How about that? Have fun, Agent Smith.